1st and 10 at their own 43. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Being chased out left. And, right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Michael Vick. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Now on 2nd and 16. Vick under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. Here we go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hope. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Shut! 6 yards. 50. 50 to Mutt. 50 to Mutt. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Geno Atkins got home that time. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Shazier. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check three.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And it's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Antonio Gates, 66 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Set. 60 on. Topper, fight.
There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. To throw on second down, Warner. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And the Jags grab it. And his guys... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Jacksonville. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, defense! Let's go, defense! Here we go! Pick the edge, pick the edge! Go! Big edge, big edge, big edge! He's coming, he's coming, he's coming! We got double up, double up!
They begin with Henry. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Derrick Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Johnson, 42 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Go! 90 Wolf!
First and 10, Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Young. Flush to his right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket?
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And they have possession. And they have... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Faking the give, now Watson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. They'll run with Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They hand off to their big tight end. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Vinatieri's kick is good. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Yellow, on the ladies.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing wrong.
On 1st down, Henry. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yellow.
First down, Cincinnati.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Watson off play action. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Bengals have recovered it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
A 28-yard gain. First down.
They'll run on first down. Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
You go. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 3 buds. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, tight.
Hey, go.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Watson. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st down, it's Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Check 31, check 31.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Buying time to his left. And that's complete to Gates. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Bengal 1st down on a 16-yard pickup there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal team. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get out of it a little bit before.
Sanders has it poked free, and the Bengals have recovered it. Often on fumbles, you look. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Yellow. Yellow.
65. 65. Shoot. Switch.
On first down, it's Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They were looking for Johnson that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
15. Check my 15. Let him know.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Deion Sanders up to make the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Yellow.
Mike 50.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
Yellow.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now here's Mahomes. He'll air it out deep for Tom. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They'll run on first down. Henry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Aaron Donald in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mahomes firing complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mahomes going to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run. It's Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Looking to throw is Mahomes, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Johnson there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. There it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And an alley to run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Gets this one to use check. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the 24, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never...
Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here.
Let's go. Let's go.
That tell you, but I know you like that juke move.
Yellow.
Watch the whip.
They go play fake. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. This is Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver. Second down and goal. Mahomes, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Stop playing me, boy.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go, right here.
Yellow. On the wall, right? 57 colors.
Get him. He's coming. Double up.
Break them legs.
He's coming. Double up.
On first down, it's Henry. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sacked there by the Hall of Famer Derek Brooks. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Oh, my God.
Gates, and it's intercepted.
He threw it too short.
It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Gates, the intended receiver there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to
put the same in the foot.
Get it back. Got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Thomas, the intended target. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. They'll run with Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple of extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Get a night train.
Night train lane. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes.
Oh, he threw it too far.
Third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run here with Bo. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it'll be third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On third down, this is Jackson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
Damn.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Totally carried the fall.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Finds his target. It's Gates. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Dang, I should have failed with it. That's my
But this
fault.
one winds up to be incomplete. They were looking to go back to Gates. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down now.
Bro, he's not falling, bro.
He lost the football.
That shit's crazy, bro.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Fix him.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one.
Yes, sir.
Here's
Good
another
defense.
interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the athleticism because you and I both know
he can't
the
hold
best
me.
athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine.
He can't hold me, bro.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Jamal in the box. That'll fix him.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6.
Yes, sir.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
And
we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
you have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're almost discrediting their work.
That's it. That's defense for him.
Eluding the pressure right.
Try, you want to?
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He caught it in as Kittle. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on the center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Mahomes now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Damn, I see him. I ain't think you're going to throw it to him.
15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
That depression time.
This will be taken short.
Yeah, wow.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock.
Tell me why I just tripped over, bro.
So do you run the football here, or do you throw?
Yeah, this game crazy as fuck.
Conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation.
Over him?
They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively.
We've got to
attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts.
They have to be aggressive here.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a busy night for Henry continues. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Henry.
Oh, shit.
No, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Damn.
Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard.
He blind, nigga. He went right in that bit.
I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game. And they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps,
make a
took
jump
away
pass.
the holes, took away the football. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the night. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. They'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Back to throw, Mahomes. This is
oh, my
but
God.
he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what.
Oh, my God, at the 1-yard line. At the 1-yard line, bro. That is crazy. That shit is crazy at the 1-yard line, bruh. That shit's tough.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL, Adam Vinatieri set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
A play fake. Now Warner. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Peyton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2. Deep.
Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And the Jags grab it. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Bye, Felicia. Shit.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yellow.
Let's go, D. Check it back. Check it back.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some.
The Bengals get a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He gets this one to Johnson. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
A gain of 3, second down. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Antonio Gates there to make the grab. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring it up. Too shy of midfield.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt after 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down carry for Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A chance to mention the awards now with the season over. Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, offensive, and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Mahomes now on first down. Looking long for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now this throw caught left side. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Mahomes. And an alley to run. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation. Probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to him.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Julio Jones there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September 10th.
You get a little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you. But you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things. But there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020. And they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given. But after winning the Super Bowl, after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, oh, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you?
And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. They were looking for Johnson that time. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking deep for Julio. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Mahomes now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. And now it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Mike's 50.
Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday.
Let's go. Rush in.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford just...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Johnson, the intended target. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pick up there. 26 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, guys, I got 15. 15 is mine. I'm 16.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And again, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow, there's your line. 57 colors, 57 colors.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking in zone for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Kill. Hey, motion backfield. Mike 40. Taller. He's coming.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This is Johnson. He's got it. He's at the 50. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Bengals. 63 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Mahomes firing complete. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. Trying to improvise. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
A gain of 7 yards.
Now Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They fake the give. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's T.O. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one.